All right, back we go. It is April 13th. Doing some more videos. Today's gainer was CXAI, top gainer, 391%, 166.2 million in volume. It's another one of these IPOs who flatlined. Look at this. This is flatlined since at least the first candle on TC2000 is right here, February 4th, 2021, had 48,000 in volume, was about 10 and change, 1050. Yeah, this went along for months, same type of volume, 80,000. Some days zero, 6,000, 3,000 going along. Then a first little slight bit of a move was 27,000. You can see here the candle at least moved, and then you had a big shooting star right here, 37,000. That was in August. This goes along till eventually when we finally start to break consecutive candles. This was on February 23rd, 2023. Look at this. So this has been happening. This is the new trend. I say the last 3 years, ever since COVID. I don't know what it is or how these stocks come about. They're very bizarre. The form of these stocks on the charts. They're flatline, they'll move up, they'll spike or bottom, and then bounce. This one, typical. This is the move. It moved up. Huge candle right here. 142,000. The candle is big though. Spiked all the way up. What was the high here? 1347, then comes down. And then you have the 20 EMA of the 13. Gaps down. Huge gap down. If you bought here at 10, you're probably so pissed off. Comes down here, and then a low is just above 125. And then it's doing nothing. This candle, it's getting oversold. You draw a line here, it forms a little bit of a triangle, like a descending triangle. And then today it explodes for 176 million in volume. We look at the 5-minute here. So this is the movement. Look at this. And I looked recently looked at different news sites. I didn't see any news in it. So if there's news, I looked around. I didn't see anything. Company didn't appear to release any news or make any SEC filings on Wednesday. They had a merger that was back in March. They merged with SPAC Kins Technology on March 14th through a deal that valued the enterprise apps group at around 69 million. The company is a spin out of Inexion, INPX. That's another like pump stock. So I'm looking on FinViz too. Excuse me, I have 105 million market cap, 0.94 million in float. That is a super low float. And I have no real, news. It provides workplace experience platform for enterprise customers. The company is based out of Palo Alto, California. It does various applications, event management, indoor mapping, workplace analytics. All right, so look at the charts. We looked at all that. And the chart is very straightforward. Now here it is pre-market. This is 4:05 a.m. Big volume, 168,000 goes along. This is today's open line. This dash line at 2 makes its way up to 264, 281, just below 3. So mark a line right here. That's your first line. Then it comes up, forms this little F pattern, and we go sideways. So that's another line right here. It forms. You could call this right above, like 339. And then we continue to climb. Now you have the 13 over to 20 EMA. And these charts, too, I love. Each chart is different. Each day is different. How this move is extremely, tight little candles. Look at these candles. There's nothing gyrating or weird or, comes like a big move up here, then it just drops like a big scandal. You ever see them? Pump scandal, candle, excuse me. And then we go up and then we continue to go up. And this is a shooting star. This was the end of the move. And that was one of the biggest volumes, 6.4 million earlier in the day, the 6.4. So let's look at more lines here. You get the next line right up here. We'll call it, right at 5. So it moves up, comes down to 5. It holds this line. You've called 425, a little above 430. Then it takes off again. And this is where you're moving. Like, where do you sell? You can scalp on the way. If you buy down here, sell, get back in, look for the next break. As long as the chart is holding up and it's looking strong, you continue to buy. And then look right up here, shooting star. Look at these candles. This is the big sign that it's going to be a sell right here. So you've come a long way from pre-market to all the way up to 8. Yeah, it's just over a $6 move. Actually, over 7, 9, and one higher than 9 went to a high of 973. So it is a massive move. And then you have a cross here, shooting star, cross, 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 and we come down. Then there's the big red candle. That's a sign there. You haven't seen nothing like that. Smaller one here. This thing's huge. Then it comes down below again, and you have 664. Then we get sideways. Then it bounces again. So this was strong. You have moves along the way. You could have bought here, free market here, another one here, right here on the bottom. You could say around 425. Then you buy the breakout of 5. And then let's look at the 10-minute here, which I love. Going to 10 and 15-minute. So you have your 13 of your 20 EMA. Look at this. And then this is a classic ascending triangle right here. You have a big move up on this ridge, 10 to 12, then finally pulls back to the 1320 EMA, and you see it getting tighter, lower, but each time, look at that little hammer candle, and it bounces up, and it breaks 5. So draw your little line here. See that? And it breaks above. So the low is getting higher each time, but that high, it's not breaking. So something's going to happen. It's going to be a squeeze. So eventually it breaks up, a big volume comes in again, and it takes off. There's a shooting star in the 10-minute and a cross 15-minute. The whole way is bullish. 13 over to 20 EMA. This is like going up a roller coaster. Slowly, they bring you up. We're coming up. Nothing happening here. No like candle down. We crush this. And then you're still above. The whole way was bullish. Same with the 10-minute. 10-minute had that hammer. And look at it. It's like hanging on the 13 EMA right here. And then we keep going. So this was tremendous. Great for day trading. Great to the long side all day. Very strong candles, as meaning no pump candles, nothing crazy where you go out here just saying, this is this candle. This lights everyone up, goes down like that, like a big, massive candle. It would have stopped everyone out. Everyone would have sold. But it was nothing like that. Look at the volume too. 2 million to above. A lot of these candles are like 4 million. Such a low float. That's why it's incredible. So you have supply is short and demand is high. That's going to mean this thing's going to fly. That's why when you have low float and people start seeing it, pump rooms, chat rooms, anyone who's trading, people jump in. And this thing's going to explode. Top gainer on the day. People looking at their charts. It's incredible. So look at the daily again. What's going to happen with this now? Like, is it going to form a big red candle next day? That usually happens, or you don't really know. Could this go up, test this, and they pump it some more? That's possible. You'd have to be aware and play this in the day for day trading. I wouldn't hold this. Let me see the 5-minute here. Like if you're holding this after hours, it could open anywhere. You don't know how it's gonna happen pre-market. It's always a danger. See the weekly. It wasn't very oversold. Look at these candles. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're in oversold, which is the buy zone territory. But on penny stocks, indicators are not as strong. Like I wouldn't, go by just indicators. They help, but indicators are better for higher price stocks. Some ETFs, they're more, they're liquid. These are driven by, chat rooms, pump rooms, anything else. More algo driven on ETFs and like stocks like Tesla, Facebook. You get a better read with patterns. This doesn't always work using like stochastics and indicators like that. Monthly, big red candle, big green candle, and it's sort of going up here. So incredible move for CXAI. I didn't see news. If there's news, write in after this video in my underneath I like to see if there's news. I can't find anything. But that just tells you then the stock moves from being oversold. Like this again, you're very oversold. This was down on stochastics. Look at this 1.64. You have 0.82. 20 is oversold. You get down there zero. If you put money in there, you're going to get a bounce most likely, unless the stock is just absolutely just going down and down, and it goes maybe like bankrupt or the OTC market, something like that. But this definitely works. Smart players, anyone who's playing down here and like, yeah, I think it'll bounce. You don't know it's going to do this, but you figure it probably could bounce to 2, maybe somewhere in here, and it exploded, went way past that. So incredible. So we'll see what happens this tomorrow. So that's it for CXAI, top gainer, 391%. Incredible day. Please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. I appreciate it. TikTok, Mike Cayman Trades. And any other social media, you can check it out. Peace.